Wow, YouTube. Wow. YouTube and friends. Let me just set my chat filter. All messages. I'll confirm that. Welcome to Saturday. I know that it's absolutely freezing out there, so a lot of people have got to be inside. Yep, messages are on. Cool. Well, hello to everybody. Welcome back. I did take a I did take an extended sort of leave from doing live videos. I was preoccupied for most of the holiday season. The last live video that I did one yesterday at the desktop. Um, that was okay. It was nice to see all of my regular friends. Um, Today will be a little bit shorter. I'm just going to do an update based on where the systems are, what I still have in place, a couple of adjustments that I'm doing around home. Yeah, just to kind of let everybody know what's going on system-wise. The update from yesterday, the live video, was more focused on sort of things that have happened throughout 2025, Toronto Audio Fest updates, behind the scenes updates, things like that. Showcased a couple of things that happened last year that not a lot of people got to see, so there's some exclusive stuff that was happening there. I'm in the theater space now. You can see everything is still set up in here basically as is. I have the Radiant Acoustics set up here in my main listening position at the desk. I still have the Monitor Audio Studio 89s, so I can swap back and forth with those right now. I'm contemplating whether I want to buy them so I have the extra speakers. But then the other reality is I have Black Ocean Audio speakers coming, and I still have the KEF speakers, which I'll probably purchase for the main room, unless something comes up and I can't purchase those. And then I can use the Radiant Acoustics in that space rather than the KEFs, and then I can just run the subs with the Radiant Acoustics, which is honestly not a bad idea at this point. I get to save myself a little bit of money. I have the 2 amps now. The Buckeye Audio amps are underneath. I showcased the wrapping for those. So yeah, a couple of things I wanted to showcase. Let me switch my camera around. We'll do a bit of an unboxing here at the table. All right, so for this unboxing, not really unboxing, just a couple of movies that I have that I purchased over the last while. So at the desk now, if you guys want to know the system, the main system is the Eversolo. That's the DMP A6 Master Edition in the silver chassis. Right now, I've just got it tuned into it's connected USB to the computer. So that's what's going on there. Vicky Richards, hello, welcome. I am going to talk about some movies now and then move into my other room for audio systems. If you have any audio system questions, I'll be happy to answer those for you. Okay, so over the holidays, I got up to a lot of different stuff, lots of different changes. I posted a live video yesterday. So I'm going to walk through some of the new CDs and videos that I got, and then I'll talk about the audio systems. So the first one, the Master and Commander. This is the 4K version, and this is the metal case for this one. Pretty amazing stuff. This movie was released in regular Blu-ray for a long time, but now that it has the Atmos sound, it's such an incredible surround sound effect. If you didn't know that this was out and available for 4K, it is available for 4K. I highly recommend this movie for anybody that's into home theater and surround sound. This is the 4K steel box. Truly amazing opening scene. Like, there's nothing like it. So there's that. I did just get this one. I don't know if people like this one or not. I know that I mean, I like the previous ones. This one with a different actor, different, that kind of thing. I just figured, it's one of the newest 4Ks. I needed to pick this one up. Then I went with some of my old classic favorites. This is the full collection for the Jason Bourne series. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies in one kit. So pretty much everything that I want to experience with this one. All the crazy fight scenes, the chase scenes. So I got all of those now. That's an incredible series to have. And last but not least, to honor Daniel Craig, I picked up the 5 movie collection from Daniel Craig, the 007 series. Everything in proper 4K format. Amazing stuff. Nicholas says, I have a Master and Commander 4K. It's fantastic film with a brilliant audio mix. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. This was just released recently. 4K with the Atmos sound is incredible. I tested it the other day and it's just impeccable. So yeah, all the 007 series with Daniel Craig. All the 4Ks are there. This is Blu-ray also, so it's double format. Not like I really need both, but yeah. Happy to have this one. That's my collections for movies. I'm excited to rewatch some of these. So let me give you guys a tour of the space. I'll let you know what this room is all about. If anybody's new, hello and welcome. A like and subscribe is appreciated, although you don't have to. Let me earn it. So this is the home theater space. I have 11 channels in here for my home theater, plus the computer system in the front, which I have set up essentially just in front of the movie system. So there's the 3 channels up in the front, bookshelves there because they come in pairs, surround channels. Then I'm using monitors in the back for surround. These are not connected. It's just one of my original surround systems that I wanted to keep. It's not really cleaned up right now. I'm still moving some stuff around. I have some clothing items to sell. There's that. My shameless snacks. I don't give a shit. You guys can see what I'm eating. It's all good. I'm very real and raw around here. So I've got Spotify just rolling on this room. Which is my favorite Bourne film? That's a good question. I don't remember a lot of them. I was telling someone the other day about the fight in the bathroom. And I think there was also a fight in, what was it, an airplane? The bathroom one is crazy. I think that was so fun. It's so tight and coordinated. But I really like the one where he comes back, like the one after Legacy. So let me just see. Yeah, the last one in the series is actually really good. But I mean, they're all really good. I think they all have their own kind of flavor. And I really appreciate them for the coordination. I also picked up a bunch more CDs. Somebody was, they didn't really have much use of them anymore, so I grabbed a couple more of these. I still have this whole collection here that I can add to the system. So yeah, that's the theater space and the computer system. And like I said, I still have the Monitor Studio 89s, which are sort of swappable on the desk here with the ISO acoustics underneath. So here's the thing. I know that ISO acoustics comes with adjustable feet, but I'm using a DVD case using wrap on the Buckeye audio amps. All forged carbon. Really, really cool stuff. That all went really well. I cut the vents out of it so it can still breathe. Not like it really needs it. These amps they never get hot. Okay, enough of this space. Let me roll into the 2-channel room. This room, as you may know if you watched any of the previous videos over the last year, I was sharing this room for a while. Family ran into a situation, and I was, asked to step in and kind of lend them the room and allow them to, cohabitate for a little while. So that situation has resolved, and I've got the room back now. I just set everything up in here. I set back up my decorations, which a lot of people haven't seen. There's a lot of people on my subscriber list over the last year. I think I maybe gained 200 or something, 200 or 300 new, maybe even more. It's maybe more like 500 over this year. So they haven't seen a lot of this stuff, the way that I have my decorations set up here. There's a really good reason, by the way. The room is set up all in white. My gear, most of it is set up in white as a memorial. My mom did pass away a number of years ago, and her home and room and everything was always white, and I wanted to pay tribute for her, so this room is all in white, basically out of memory and respect that way. This sword here actually guards my mom's ponytail, which was beautifully done in hospital in her last day or two, and I decided to keep that as a keepsake. And back when I was about 20 years old, I actually had long hair and cut my own ponytail off and kept it in a bag, and mom was always really proud of her hair, and I wanted to keep that. So the sword, the white sword set, is for my mom. The black sword is actually for her partner, who actually also passed away, both from cancer, sadly. So the room is really significant. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about just seeing a room and criticizing, but that's what it's all about. And in here, we have the SB1000 Pro subs, the SVS sealed 12s with the KEF R11 metas. They're about 2 feet off the back wall, monoblocks, again from Buckeye Audio. These ones I customized recently, cut all the vents in there, and then I added the sticker on top for the 7040 models, but the 6525 Purify models don't have the sticker on top, so now I can tell them apart. So yeah, they're individually powered here by this power bar, which I can turn them on now that everything is back in order. Actually, I still need to connect this one. Amps are all turned on. Subs are all turned on. Now I get to turn on this gear. On this side of things, I am using the Chris Howard. Hello. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So this is the Rotel Michi P5 preamp, which I have set up here doing preamp duties only. I have the DMP A8 as a streamer DAC setup. So it's streaming XLR out to the Michi preamp, and then the preamp is doing dual subwoofer output, parallel outputs, and parallel or the XLR outputs for the main speakers. That's kind of what's going on here. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I know that it's a fairly cold day out there, but so do you play games? I'm new. Chris Howard. Well, what games do you play? I do play games. I do have an Xbox set up on my other room, but I don't stream gaming. It's something that I was doing or can think about doing in the future if enough people are interested. If people want to just see me playing some games, not really anything new, and I'm not playing games. I'm not like a game streamer. I like Roblox, so I definitely don't play that game. I am a little bit older. I don't know what Roblox is about. I know that it's a very popular game, same with Fortnite, but that's not really my game style. I'm more of a first-person shooter, so like Arc Raiders, Destiny, maybe the Division 3 when it comes out. A couple of those games I like. I'm really into games like Skyrim. I know that it's like 13 or 14 years old now, but I really like that game because the RPG aspect of it and the replayability is so much fun, and the mod system is so much fun that you can just kind of add a lot of different customizable things on your own. So I really like those. So let me walk through some of my new CDs over here, and then I will get into my CD collection. I'm going to turn my CD player on there. Um, so I am a really big metal fan. As you can see, I have, that's the new Despised Icon album. Very weird, very metal. They are a band from Montreal, Canada. This is their latest album. Pretty much, what is it called? It's called Shadow Work. So this is the most recent album from them. And then I got myself into the Will Ramos versions of Lorna Shore. So this one is, I can't remember what it's called. And I returned to nothing. It's very metal sounding. Crazy, crazy vocals on this album. Some of the most intense vocals ever. And I also got The Pain Remains, which is, if you're into metal, these like this whole album is really, really intense. That's not really a great image for YouTube, so let me just get rid of that. And then their most recent album's got this crazy sort of like artwork on the front. This one, I feel the ever black festering within me. So this is, like it's metal, of course. It's always crazy, pretentious kind of stuff. It's a really good album. So I'm planning on listening to some of these today. And then also for any of the audiophile crew, if you guys haven't picked it up yet, Vincent Belanger's newest album, Songe, is out. It was recorded, produced in Canada with sponsors with some Canadian groups, brands, Monacoustic, Jay Ziagi, Live, LAIV, is it Live Audio? Accor Acoustics, Monacoustics, Omega Capital, Audio Note UK, or Audio Note. I don't know if that's the record label sponsorship. Anyways, really, really good album. Was recorded in a church in Quebec. Really fantastic album. Now, I won't be able to play any of the CDs because, things get copyright striked in here, and we don't want that. Some people are probably going to be wondering, if you're new, like, what's up with the mirror? The mirror is so you can see that I'm actually here. Fucking AI is so bad these days. I don't know how they do with reflections. I've never seen mirror reflections in AI yet. So that's a thing. And then also sometimes I show off my feet just to annoy people. No, the real reason I have the mirror, for anybody who's new, is so like when I'm up here, I can talk about the back of my system, showcase the cables and how everything is connected. And I don't have to turn everything around, right? Like you can see the back of the amps and the cables and all that kind of stuff. And I can use the mirror to show the whole amp in one shot, right? That's the reason why I have the mirror. It's not for any other sort of reason. A lot of people like to play games and suggest some stupid stuff, but that's the internet. The internet's just going to do what it's going to do. Okay. Take a trip with me. I am gotta grab my control surface. Other thing that I did with my bedroom space is I put my TV out here. So now I have a TV in my bedroom space that I can just watch movies or whatever off of my laptop, and I can do it that way. I didn't want to get rid of it. Maybe I'll sell the TV if it's worth anything. I don't really need a TV in here. I've got enough going on. Cosmina Baltag. That's quite a name. Welcome. Hello. We are doing some music listening and audio tour. Just as an update, I'll probably only be on for like an hour, and then we'll get out of here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Where are you tuning in from? Let me ask that question. We'll flip the camera. Where are you tuning in from? Is everybody warm and comfortable? I know that it's super, super cold out there right now for a lot of people. So I hope everybody's doing well. And thank you for tuning in. I'm just going to switch over my systems here so I get the sound from my Spotify, which is playing in the other room. I'm going to switch it over to the DMP-A8, which is in here. So now we have some music in this room. And I need to retune this room a little bit because I changed some stuff. Yeah. It's just copyright-free music in the background right now. And I figured I would go live and just kind of meet up with some friends here online, talk about some stuff, talk about audio, topics, features, questions, answers, anything like that, anything that's interesting. So now that I've got the system kind of dialed back in, or will have the system dialed back in, I need to readjust for things like sensor imaging. So if I have my phone here in the middle, I wonder, can I go horizontal? Can I flip the camera? Will it track? No. So if I'm already okay. I thought that YouTube gave us a feature of being able to change the video angle. I guess not. Anyways, yeah, so now I have to retune the system so that, oh, okay, I see what's going on in here. Give me 2 seconds. I need to turn on the other lights. Oh, this is the wrong remote. Yeah, so I have lights, LED lights behind the speakers there. So they're triggered by sound. I can put on different patterns, different colors. And they get triggered from in the back, or I can just put on a mode. Yeah, pretty interesting. They're mostly hidden. These towers, These towers are about 46, 47 inches tall, so they don't really cover the whole thing, but when I'm sitting in my main chair, like, you can't really see them. You just get the color effect mostly. So now, like I said, now that the room is all set up, I have to, we'll basically just do that. Don't need the swords in there. Now I need to tune the room, readjust the subs, might move the subs around. The towers are sort of like, they have enough low end as is. But the other thing that I did do that I changed, you guys might know, I have a closet back here. And before the break, the room was, I put the closet door and I closed the closet door, essentially making the room sealed off, because I thought that the low end sounded better, but it might have been too boomy. So now I'm gonna actually see how it sounds without the door in place. I think it might actually be better. Anyways, yeah, that's essentially the system that's going on right now. You just got to dial it back in now, like with the closet open, and that means that I have like an open space in two different areas. So I have the closet that's there and then the door there into the rest of the apartment. So this is like a closed space that the bass will go into. And if it doesn't sound right, I will put the closet door back in. So I just put the door behind here. Hit it out of the way. I have a feeling I'm going to need to close it again, but because I use the closet for like obviously all my clothes and storage and stuff like that, I don't want to, I'd like to get it to work without the door being closed because I want to be able to use the closet. But if I have to close it for the sound, I'll have to come up with another solution. I think maybe moving the subs around might be an idea. Like I thought about moving the subs into this area, move the amps over and put all the swords in the front. But putting the subs up here is going to create this kind of weird visual effect because the sub's going to block part of the tower. And I don't know that that's going to be the best way to do that. It's been a while since I've been here to listen to music, certainly with everything like opened up. So I need to rebalance a few things, make sure that everything is in place, in position, check the levels from the amps. Yeah, these towers are remarkably good sounding. I really, really appreciate what these do. To the point where I don't know that I'm going to need another upgrade. I think these do such a great job. They're very deep, very clear, truly remarkable. I mean, for the fact that you can get them just about anywhere, any Best Buy, most shops, most dealers, like there's a lot of different like box stores that you can just grab these anywhere, and certainly when they go on sale, I think it's a really good deal. And then if you don't have the kind of space for large towers, then the R3 bookshelf is one of the better ways to get into it. They're much less expensive, easier to place. You can move them around. I have a dedicated room for audio, which is unusual, but at the same time, I used these in my theater space and they were incredible sounding out there. So I think maybe that's a really good option for people, is to get into that kind of system. Hello, very nice. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The amps were updated since last we spoke. Check it out. Yeah, there's a couple videos ago where I wrapped the amplifiers. I think they turned out very well. And now, like I was saying with, I have the whole room kind of back in order. So I have my decorations back in here. No more TV on the side. Everything is back to normal. The system is set up on the left with all of my CD collection and all that stuff. My vinyl is down here. I have vinyl there, so I can maybe get a turntable and put into this area. Fully isolated, of course, because in the back the bass is going to be pretty heavy. So now, yeah, I have to retune the system, make sure everything sounds good. I'm going to try to keep the closet doors off. I'm going to retune everything for that sake. So I'm going to have to listen to a lot of music again and get myself oriented back into this system. We are just listening to everything on my iPad here. It's just copyright-free music to put on in the background while we listen. I do have a list of copyright-free stuff. Somewhere here, I have my own copyright-free list, playlists by me. This is a song I use for a lot of sound demos the last couple videos. Yeah. So that room is arranged for auditory purposes. Yes, absolutely. And it sounds beautiful. Really like those modes. That one's better. I like that. Hello, Mirage. What's going on? I've got the system kind of dialed in. The room is cleaned up a little bit. I've got more freedom to enjoy some of this stuff now. Just move some stuff around in the room. So let's do a tour for anybody who's coming in. The YouTube live thing is like, so now I have open space. Everything is sort of dialed in now, positioned properly. The decor is in place. I probably will be changing the pink. I know the pink has been a pretty, cool feature for the last little while, but I think I might be changing this. One, I might get a new chair. I just want to make sure it's the right height, the right comfort. I wanted like 2 seats here so I can have friends come over and kind of hang out. Yeah, the decor is back in the room. Yes, they're real. Yes, they're sharp. Yes, I can use them. Anybody that wants to know. So that's all set up again. The hi-fi headroom. So my new thing is live albums on vinyl, 70s. Well, not new, but playing my old stuff again. Oh yeah, live albums on vinyl. The way that live stuff was recorded, or even recordings from back in the day, they have such a unique sound because they were recording everything like in a space. So the reverb and a lot of the techniques is like the room itself, which is so much more pleasant to listen to than a lot of the albums that are recorded with like fake reverb. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't sound the same when it's fake reverb. The room is looking great. Thank you very much. I do I am excited to enjoy some music again and get back to listening. I have about an hour now before I want to turn it off, so I'm gonna listen to a few new albums, listen to some reference materials to see if I need to change anything, see if the speakers and everything are balanced out now. I don't know what was going on for the longest time. Like, my left and right sort of focus was a little bit off, so I don't know what's going on with that. There may be one other change coming. Good night, midnight here. Stay blessed. And you're in midnight. Midnight is... That's got to be India area. I don't have my clock right now. I can check, but I'm just guessing because it's about 5 hours ahead. So no, that's UK. Right. My bad. Now, some of the writing, my apologies. I read the writing and I know that it's a certain language from that area. And I apologize. London, UK, yes. And I hope that the government over there turns things around. For God's sakes, you guys deserve better. It is morning in India. Yeah, because that's 5 hours ahead of that. So it would be like 5 or 6 in the morning down there. That's right. Anyways, blessed. Have a good evening. I wish you well. Hi-Fi Headroom. It's incredible to listen to live albums and then stream it. Actually, the streaming is awesome. Spotify lossless and Tidal. You can hear things you can't hear on the vinyl. Yes, because I think that correct me if I'm wrong, but the upper limits of recording on vinyl back in the day was not much more than 12K high frequency. And then it depends on the cartridge and the preamp and the RIAA EQing, right? Like, a lot of that stuff matters with vinyl, and to extract the details from vinyl from back in the day, it's harder because the recordings and the pressings were different. The only reason my Texas in that foreign language is because I respect my culture. Yes. I can't read it, by the way. That's funny. I respect it. I understand. I've noticed the reasons written in that language is because I respect my culture, and I've noticed most of them, right? The name in English can't even speak English. Oh, okay. I mean, that's opening a different kind of conversation where people, like, if you're somewhere with English, then you respect English, but then also you don't want to lose your culture and identity. So there's like this balance of both that a lot of mature people can do. A lot of immature people don't understand the idea of balance, and that's really sad. It's sad for all of us because it just throws a lot of things around that makes a mess. And I really just want people to enjoy their life and have fun and get along and not have any problems. So, we got to share better ideas. Hi-Fi Headroom. I love my old vinyl, first pressings, etc. But the tech of streaming is incredible. The other idea too is, like, over time, vinyl, if you scratch the record, it's done. I am British, by the way, but the culture and heritage is obviously different, and I respect that. I mean, the UK, for all of its infinite wisdom and history, I mean, they were the Indian Pakistani area, and the UK and the British Empire. Like, there's a lot of history there, so I fully respect that. I understand. Yeah, streaming for convenience sake is actually pretty incredible, and it's for the technology, for the idea that you can get DSD, like DSD 512 high bit rate files saved as master files in digital, means that the integrity of those albums, you'll never lose that integrity. You can always press a new vinyl or a new album from high quality, like, not MQA because that's a digital folding package, but DSD or higher full bandwidth. You can always bring that quality forward and press, like MoFi does that. MoFi presses from very high quality, high bitrate, oversampled DSD into vinyl, and it's cut that way. They have an algorithm, they have an analog algorithm that smooths everything out, makes it sound amazing. And that's the way we get to keep our music. If it wasn't for digital, we would have lost, like permanently lost a lot of music. So I know that people love their analog. I do too, for its smoothness, but I really appreciate what digital has offered all of us. So there's always a balance. Like I was talking about cultures, you know, everything can be balanced. Okay, I'm going to go back to my copyright-free albums. A lot of it's like this, just basic kind of albums. It's very calming. So I don't need to keep everybody late today. I do appreciate everybody who tuned in. Welcome back. Thank you very much for everybody who's been supportive. Yes, have a great night. Thank you for joining and watching. Take it easy. I dig all the analog, digital banging, a trash bin. Yeah, it has its purposes, right? Like we can use it for what it's worth, is the best way to describe it. I think that they each play a role, and if you can benefit from both, then you're winning the game. I think that's the best way to put it. I think that's enough for me. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't have a whole lot else to share. Basically, the room is, hold on. The room is back in order. I've got everything set up in here now. I appreciate all the help, support, the subscribers, the likes. Anybody who's interested in photography, is going to audio shows. Let me know what you want to see. I might be able to do, like, I would like to be able to put a package together if somebody wants to hire me to do some work to get photography. If you want to see something specific, you want a demo of something at a show, say, hey, like I can't be there, can you record some clips for me? Then if you offer me a fair exchange, then I can go in and get a demo and get some recordings, and I can post or share them for you and post your name or whatever you want. Like I'm open to doing stuff like that. If I'm going to be there and work anyways, why not? I might as well. So I am going to get into some of my own music, some of my own CDs, and just kind of dial the system in. I want to hear what this thing can do, and before it gets late. And then tomorrow I've got to tune it up a little bit more. So yeah, like that's the room. This is the welcome back. Happy 2026 to everybody. I'm looking a little tired here, I think. I haven't slept great the last few days. I've been trying, but everything's kind of up and down sometimes. Anyhow, that's enough for me. Thank you very much for being here and supporting. I'll see you maybe tomorrow at about the same time. I'm going to try to go live every day at about 6 p.m. unless I'm busy, and then I'll share something on the community. So subscribe to get the notifications, and then if you're curious, you can follow the links in the profile, and you will see how to get me on Discord. Facebook and Instagram are also places that I post some stuff. I'm going to try to post a lot more stuff now that I'm in room and I can demo some stuff. My full impressions of the KEF speakers should be coming, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. I've got a couple more speakers coming in the next few months. Should be exciting. I hope that I can continue doing this. And if not, I'm still going to be around for the community anyways. Say goodnight. I have to go work out that homemade ice cream I just made. Yes, enjoy some ice cream on the coldest days of the year. Very, very Canadian to have ice cream on cold days. Yes. All right. I'll see everybody in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. My typical 1 minute of the song to roll out in the end. Thank you, everyone. Bye, everyone.